well, I couldn't do this to the Facebook video thing that they ask you to do it to or whatever. You know, Facebook got a certain camera app that you download to, and for some reason it only records a few seconds, which I need more than a few seconds to tell you about this. In fact, I'm only going to try to take like maybe less than 5 minutes, which is a record for me if I do. Let's just say good afternoon, because it should be 12 by now. It was like 11:30, 11:40. I got up and was a little what do you call that? Lazy. As today is a lazy day for me. Clearly it's February the 14th. It's not a day, 12:15. It's not actually a day that I, set aside a time to celebrate, because it's not a time that I don't know how to say that. I don't want to say have to or whatever. It sounds kind of weird. Nevertheless, the reason for this video is to speak about what today is about. Speak on today in a couple of different, from a few different angles. I'm going to speak of today. I'm going to try to hurry up, not only with the video, but I'm going to try to hurry up, and I won't be late for work, and I won't be able to make any videos at all. No, I don't think I want that. I think I just eat that. Oh no, sure. So, today's the 14th of February. First one of 2018, I suppose. There'll be some of us that'll be moping for different reasons. Some of us are not going to be exactly happy today. We're single. And some of the ones that are not single are not going to be, exactly happy today. Because, well, things happen, in relationships, things happen. I'd like to take the time to also remind us that this thing we call Valentine's Day is not just about relationships. It's for and about anybody and everybody who we love. It's basically what this day is set aside for, show love and appreciation toward those people we love and those loved ones, family and friends. Not just, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Although this is also a day that makes or breaks. And that shouldn't be, but that's how it's being. It's a day that we're going to find out what's going on where and how. With me saying that, let me go ahead and say first off, happy Valentine's Day to all. Second of all, the reason for this video, even though I hate doing it by phone, that means I have to do this holding thing instead of doing it on my computer, which, I wouldn't be able to load it right now anyway. This day, 14th February, Valentine's Day they call it. I could throw a lot of bad things in there and talk about the Saint Valentine's or Valentine massacre, but I'm not going to do that. I can say a lot of bad things because I'm alone, but I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is say I cannot believe I didn't do nothing last year about this day. I'm sorry. I just felt it. It needed to be done. Jesus. Probably took away from the video, but it needed to be done. Shit. Alright. Yeah, I'm ugly, but I take good care of my ugly appearance. I want to be the best ugly looking. Alright, y'all. let's get back to it now. I'm sorry. Um, I just hate when my hair feel like it need to be combed or when, and that counts too as my hair. I feel like it needs to be groomed. I hate that. It's just like I hate the hair growing back on my face. It really irritates me. Let's get back to the video. So, this is a day of remembrance and celebration and love, a romance for some. Those of us who are alone, this is a day that we learn to be happy with ourselves and by ourselves, appreciate it. Me personally, I'm kind of on the fence. I'm straddled between the fence on that. In one instance, I like being alone. Some of you are like me. I like being alone, but I don't like to be alone. There's a difference between leaving somebody alone and how would you say that? Leaving them alone, you know. If I say leave me alone, doesn't actually mean I want to be alone. It means, you know, get out of my space. Some of us need our own space to be able to think and keep a peace of mind and keep, you know, positive, you know. The only thing that we're saying, all negative vibes, keep that negative shit. But you need a balance. You need some of the negativity in order to help you to stay positive. There can be no positive charge without the negative charge, you know. It's true. Alright, I broke it. I wasn't 5 minutes. I'm sorry. So therefore, I'm not walking around here talking about no negative vibes. I'm not going to say that because I need some of the negativity. And it also helps me to learn how to deal with the negative. You know, I'm sarcastic very much so. You can say that's negative, but I'm very much so sarcastic. But the negative stuff helps me learn how to deal with that. So there will be some of us who are on the negative instead of being positive about today. There will be some of us, you know, sad that we're single, sad that we're alone. Then there will be some of us who rejoice because we're alone and rejoice because we're single because we don't want to deal with all the other stuff. You know what I mean. In and out of relationships, or people can't appreciate us that we appreciate. We put the most into, you know, whoever we're with, and they're just not showing enough. They're just not capable of seeing our potential, capable of seeing our worth. You know, they're just not, and they're not going to because that's not how they're set up. So we're rejoicing that we are alone. And then there will be those of us who rejoice that we're alone, and then we're like, why are you sad that you're single? You know, you should be rejoicing. Nobody can actually tell you what to be or how to be, which is important to this video that I have said that. Even though it took me a long time to get there, it's important that I said that. There will be some of us who are happy that we're single, and we'll be finding every religious thing in the book to say, when truth is, it doesn't matter what creator you look up to, what higher power you look up to, whether it's Jehovah, Jesus, Buddha, it doesn't matter. You still need that physical down here. Nothing can ever substitute for the physical. Nothing. No one. I haven't seen it yet. Neither have you. We get so wrapped up into our spiritual and our what is that? I don't deal with it. That's why I don't know. What is it? Oh my God, what is it called? System is a system. What is it called? Christianity and religious. We get so wrapped up in religion until we forget that you still need the physical, because even you alone. So if you wasn't so religious, you would have to admit that you do need a physical. If it's nothing but a companion to talk to, I mean, why else would the Creator have made male and female, woman and man? And if it's true that the man came first, then why did he have to make the woman if we were here and we don't need women? And if women don't need men, I don't need a man. I want a man. Well, I do agree there is a difference, and you don't want to make nobody feel like they are, needed in order to sustain your happiness, etc., etc. We all still need each other. I'll never agree with nothing like that. Nor the way it's said and the reason why it's said. I understand that we don't necessarily need each other, though. So, anyhow, there will be those of us who are putting everything to religion in order to sustain happiness. That's not me, and I cannot tell you what not to do or what to do. Then there's those of us, because I'm trying to cover everything. That's why this video is long, and that's why I'm steady going. Then there will be those of us who are selfish. We'll remember everything that we're going through, and we'll forget about what someone else is going through. We will forget that. Oh wait, before I get to that, then there's those of us who are semi-single. That's those of us who are trying for a relationship that we've been trying for over 17 years, and this person just, it's really hard for us to convince this person to just, go with the flow, give it a chance, accept what is to be accepted or whatever. We're a team. A lot of people don't even understand what a team is. A lot of people don't know how to play on the team, don't know how to be on the team. Oh my gosh. Can you grab it? Okay, there we go. I got it. So let's try this. So anyway, and there will be those of us who are selfish, and we'll forget that a lot of people right now, no matter how unhappy we are because we don't have this person or that person, a lot of people don't have the other side of this, because it's not just about relationships. Remember that. But then again, everything is almost a relationship. Your relationship with your son and daughter is a relationship. Parenthood, we call it. Which is why, that's really why I'm making this video. As you can see, I didn't really touch on everything else. I just mentioned it. So then there will be those of us who forget that there are a lot of people out here without their loved ones, their moms, their dads. And this is not the best, time for them. Lost through the years, if not lost due to injustice. There will be those of us who forget that there's a lot of people out here that lost their loved ones not only due to injustice. Well, I guess the 9/11 bombing was about as unjust as they come, so I guess I can not mention that and keep that. Just keep going, because that's the injustice prologue or whatever. Even though that was so long ago. No matter how many conspiracy theories say and prove that was an inside job or whatever you want to call it, because 90% of America don't even want to hear that or believe that. It's 90% of America is not ready to believe and know that the government is ran by others. I'm not here to talk political, though. Something I hardly get into. But let's remember those people. Let's not be selfish. Let's remember those people, unless, if we don't do nothing but take a moment out of our selfish day. Take a moment. Damn, that's way too hard. So take a moment from your selfishness and just remember those people and say a prayer for them. If you pray, if you meditate for them. You know, if not for them, think of the young ones, because there's a lot of kids that didn't make it, which is mostly my concern. So there's a lot of kids that's gone. Their moms and dads can't celebrate this day of love, Thanksgiving with them. Yes, this would be called the second Thanksgiving. A day of real Thanksgiving. Let's remember those people. Let's remember those young kids. On this Valentine's Day. A day of love, thankfulness.